Hey everyone, Michelle Alexandria here coming at you with another video. Yep, and it's another here. I gotta adjust my mic, make sure it doesn't fall through. I am having a lot of trouble doing this debagging video this year, so I'm gonna get right to it. What's in the CinemaCon bag? What's in the CinemaCon bag, people? This is the CinemaCon bag, the goodie bag that we get every year. This year is a very nice, sturdy. I don't know what you call this kind of bag. It's not a duffel bag. It's a I don't know what kind of bag you call this. Help me out, people. What do you call this bag? I'm blanking right now. I've done this video so many times, my mind's a blank right now. But anyway, I love this bag. It's heavy. It's sturdy. It feels like a pretty expensive bag to get, and I like the CinemaCon logo and stuff on it, the Fast 10. You got your Universal logo. Very nice bag. Let's unzip it, see what we have in the bag. I already know because I've done this video four or five times now. So let's start with the first thing that I really don't like, which is Bezos. For the first time ever, we're getting physical media as one of our things. I was really secretly hoping that we would get that Warner Brothers would give us like one of their 100th anniversary edition Blu-ray box sets. Wouldn't that be an amazing gift to give? But nope, we get this, a movie called Bezos, The Beginning, from a studio that I don't know the name of because I can't really see. This room at CinemaCon, this Las Vegas hotel room, is really dark, so you can't really make out the text all that much, or at least the small print. Oh, I can see it. Eyesight, man, eyesight. Because if I do it this way, I'm like, oh, okay. It's called Spanglish Media, from a company called Spanglish Media. It's a biopic on Jeff Bezos. And it's a biopic starring Armando Gutierrez, Emilio Estefan, not Estevez, Estefan. So I don't think it's the same person, because I love me some Emilio Estevez. So unless he changed his name again, I don't think it's my guy. Is Emilio Estevez. And then Kevin Sorbo, you lose me right there. I'm not watching anything he's in for obvious reasons I'm not going to go into, but I can't stand him, and I'm not supporting anything he does. Alice Mitchell, Marcus Nimenus. So if you don't care that Kevin Sorbo is in this, then yeah, Bezos, The Beginning. You get a nice bag of nacho chips, and there's some nacho sauce in here somewhere. I probably threw it into the very bottom of the bag, but you have nacho chips and nacho sauce. I love eating these things at home where you can just kind of throw both into your toaster oven, and it's like being at the movies and eating nachos from the movies. But here at a show floor, when the chips are kind of warm and cold, and the sauce is warm and cold, is cold. I'm not a fan, but at home I love this stuff. Get some nice M&Ms. I love M&Ms. I'm going to try to go through this quickly because my last few tries like this, it was 30 minutes each. You get Screensaver gummy bears. I'm not a fan of gummy bears. I don't like the texture at all. And every year there's always like 10 different packs of various brands of gummy bears. So that's always the disappointing thing about the goodie bag. And it's the same thing here, where there's probably like 6 different packs of gummy bears, or different flavors of gummy bears from different companies. You have Centrain luggage tag. More gummy bears. This one from Black Forest Gummies. Fruit snacks. I do like fruit snacks, even though basically it's the same texture as gummy bears, but I do like fruit snacks. You get a little promotional material for St. Jude's, which is the movie theater's charity of choice. So you get this with 2 nice luggage tags. I'm going to save the best two things for last. That's in this bag. You get Miller, get some gourmet popcorn from Miller's. I'm going to eat this today. Get Now or Later's. I've never had, it's been like 10 years since I've had Now or Later's or even seen them. So I'm really curious about, I forgot, is Now or Later's chewy? I don't think Now or Later's are a chewy candy, if I remember correctly. Because I remember eating these, I think, vaguely. So I'm going to eat one of these. I think one of the reasons why I never ate them all that much was it's too much work to unwrap and throw the wrappers away and all this other stuff. And I do think it's a chewy candy, if I remember correctly. I have no idea what this is. I'm thinking it's a pin of some sort, but it's from 2C GDC anniversary or something. But I don't know what it is because it doesn't shake or anything. I want to open that up later today once I get hold of a pen. You get more gummies. Oh, screw it. I'm going to show you this two items that I really love. CinemaCon gave us a nice t-shirt this year. I love the CinemaCon t-shirt. It's really nice material. I like the logo. And most importantly, it's extra large. For some reason here at CinemaCon, whenever the studios will probably be giving us at least one studio will probably give us a hoodie. And we'll probably get a couple of t-shirts at some of these presentations. But the problem is the studios they only offer one size, and usually that one size is a medium size. And who can do anything with a medium size? We're not all Hollywood supermodels. We're not all in like size 0. So I don't know why the studios think everyone is size 0, and they're giving out like medium size stuff instead of like a nice extra large, because everyone could use an extra large t-shirt or extra large hoodie. So yeah, I like that CinemaCon is giving us a nice extra large. So yeah, I'll be wearing this, and I love t-shirts. Especially since I don't leave the house these days, I work from home. You get a nice stress ball. With my arthritis, this still kind of hurts, even though I'm supposed to use stress balls more. You get chocolate-covered almonds, more gummy bears, or Sour Patch thingies. Here's the nacho cheese sauce. Like, if I was to take this home, I would love this, but I'll probably end up throwing that away. Well, actually, maybe I'll eat some of it. Get a nice thing of popcorn. I'm going to buy a popcorn machine from my apartment. Like a nice one of those gourmet carnival style popcorn machines with the stand. Notepad. Laffy Taffy. Oh no! I went into this bag so much I broke my Crunch Bar. I'm not a huge fan of chocolate candy bars or candy bars in general, but my two favorites are Butterfinger, and if I'm gonna get a chocolate candy bar, I love the Crunch Bar, and that's the Crunch Bar. Skittles. More gummies. And then the other thing that I really love is AMC gave us this really cool Avatar cup. And look at this, it has Avatar on it, has some nice pictures, imagery, and it's cool because you could shake it, and it has water in it, so presumably this will help your liquid stay cold, because you pour your cold liquid in here, you put it in the refrigerator, and the water is going to act as a natural coolant. Or you could freeze this and then pour your cold drink in, and then that'll last longer too. Make the cold drink last longer as well. So I really like this. This is awesome. This is probably one of the best things that's ever been put in a goodie bag. It's the simple things, people, that I really love. So yeah, I love that. A few more items. Airheads. The company behind Airheads, they asked me if I wanted some samples a few years ago, and I was like, sure, send me some samples. I was thinking they'd send me a little box with a couple of different flavors and the different types of airheads. And no, what they did was they sent me 5 ginormous, they sent me like 1,000 of these things across like 5 ginormous boxes, like this big. And I'm like, they're weighing like 100 pounds each. And I'm like, what the hell am I supposed to do with all of this stuff? So I did suck on these for like a good like 6 months, and I gave a lot of it away to my neighbors and stuff for all their various charities that they're involved in. But yeah, I will always appreciate that, even though it was nothing I really asked for or was expecting. But yeah, I think I went into sugar shock a couple of times while I was eating that. Sweet tarts. I like sweet tarts. More gummies. And this egg thing. And then there was one other thing in the bag. There was this coupon for a free Red Bull and vodka. So I told this story 4 times. I want to tell it one more time, and I'm not going to tell it again. But I'm going to make it quick. So, about 8 years ago, back when I was in Maryland, ESPN for some reason discovered me, and they were liking me for some reason. I don't even know how I got on their radar, how I got on their list, but they invited me to a couple of UFC fights. I know nothing about UFC, but I went and covered it. It was pretty awesome because it was like ringside seats to UFC fight night. When they came to Virginia a few times, I had ringside seats. I got to go backstage and meet and talk to the fighters and all these people, and I had no idea who Randy Couture was or any of those people, but I got to hang out with them, so I was like, okay. So yeah, it was kind of neat. So anyway, later that year, they invited me to this event to cover a drag racing event in Timonium, Maryland, which was like an hour away from my house. And it was a drag racing event. And I'm like, why are you inviting me to this? I know nothing about drag racing. What in my background tells you I would have any interest in drag racing? But I went, and on the day of, it was 120 degrees outside. Keep that in mind. So I went to the event, 120 degrees outside. I was there, and there were no drag racing. I was like, am I at the right event? I don't see any drag racing tracks or anything. But it was a BMX, some kind of one of those BMX, not esports, but I forgot, extreme sports events where they had like extreme sports championships where they do the tricks and they do the BMX racing, and it was all live on ESPN. It was really cool. I actually really kind of liked that event. So I was out there in the middle. I had the yellow vest, and I was out there in the middle of the track taking shots. It was awesome. I was like, I was taking shots on them, like right underneath the bikes as they jumped over the dirt bikes as they jumped up, and the dirt was flying all over the place. Really cool shots. I wish I was better at archiving all my photos and stuff. I'm still not good at that, so I don't know what I did with all that material. But about 90 minutes into it, I felt myself getting really sick. I was sweating buckets. I was like, you know what? I need to go inside and cool down. So I walked up towards the press tent. I thought I was going to pass out by the time I got to the rest desk. So I sat and hung out with the rest. And actually, if you see that event, you can probably see me on TV talking to the rest as well. But I was talking to the rest. I cooled down a little bit. Then I finally made it over to the press tent, and I felt like I was dying. And they noticed, and they were like, everything okay? Everything okay? Do we need to call for assistance and everything? I was like, I think I was practically crawling over there at that point. And I was like, no. I think all I need is a cold bottle of water and cool off, and I'll be good. So I went into the ice chest, grabbed the first cold drink that was there. I thought I was grabbing water. It was Red Bull. And I had shut the entire thing. I didn't even know it was Red Bull. I never had Red Bull. And it sent my heart rate skyrocketing and my blood pressure over the top, and I was about to faint. And at that point, that's when they noticed my reaction, and they called emergency personnel. So emergency came over, they took my blood pressure, it was sky high, and they were like, you're kind of having a heart attack. And I was like, and telling me that only made me want to have a heart attack more, of course. So So they called the ambulance. They put me into the ambulance and gave me a lot of fluids and stuff. And I was like, okay, I'm calm now. And then they were like, and I was like, do I have to go to the emergency room? And they were like, nope, you're good as long as you don't throw up. Of course, I threw up, and they carted me off to the emergency room. And while I was in the ambulance, all I kept thinking was, oh my God, I'm glad this didn't happen when I was in the middle of the field, and I did that on national, and I passed out on national TV. I would have been a meme at that point. And actually, in retrospect, maybe I should have passed out in the middle of the field, because then I would be famous, sorta. I would be a meme, but that's something. So yeah, that happened, and then it was only later that I found out. Are you ready for this? I was at the wrong event. The drag racing event was right next door. So I was at the wrong event the entire time. So yeah, that happened to me. And the funny thing is, maybe not so funny, ESPN never invited me to anything else after that. So yeah, that is my Red Bull almost killed me story. So, but I am here, as I survived, and then I'm here at CinemaCon doing unbaggings. So yeah. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed this. It took me 4 times to do this. 4 times, people. And this is what sucks about being a one-woman production show, because, you know, the first time I wasn't properly framed up. The second time, didn't work out. Third time, I don't know what happened. But anyway, the 4th time's a charm. So hopefully this is recorded, because the last time it was a great take. Trust me, it was. But for some reason, I wasn't able, it didn't record. So I'm hoping this records. So that's it. Next time you see me, I'll be talking about the Sony presentation. I look forward to it. I don't know if I'm going to do that tonight after the presentation. I don't know when I'm going to get to that, because tomorrow's like all day Warner Brothers. So if I don't get to the Sony presentation tonight, it's going to be tomorrow night. And then I'm going to have a lot of Warner Brothers stuff to talk about. So maybe I'll try to do my due diligence and get that done tonight, if I can do it in one take. So anyway, talk to you guys later. Bye.